Hello and welcome. I'm absolutely delighted to be back here in the heart of Berkshire's picturesque countryside for the very first day of Royal Ascot 2023. I'm Scott Wimsett and I'll be co-presenting the Royal Ascot Wrap Show, once again kicking things off from our very own Wrap Show studio here in the Summer House. This year I'm thrilled to be joined by my exquisite co-host, the beautiful fashion journalist and broadcaster in a league of her own, unmatched by style and poise. It's Louise Rowe.
We're here, Scott! This is very exciting. Thank you. It's truly a pleasure to be here on day one of Royal Ascot, presenting the Wrap Show with you in front of a global audience. There's no greater sense of occasion than this very event right here, right now.
As I like to say, Ascot is all about the fashion. I mean, sorry, it's all about the racing.
No, it's all about fashion, surely, right? The hats. And we can't present a Wrap Show at Royal Ascot without talking about the food scene, because this year there are a total of 8 Michelin stars, that's a lot, between the chefs in residence, as well as a vibrant street food offering in the Net Zero Village. And we'd be remiss not to go looking for a spot of quintessentially British afternoon tea, don't you think, Scott?
Oh, quite right.
Delish.
Quite right. And we're making this year even more interactive for you at home to keep you plugged in and bring Ascot directly to you.
Do you know, I cannot believe this, Royal Ascot's been going since 1711.
That's
a long time ago.
a very, very long time, Louise, exactly. We were here today over 300 years later, celebrating traditions and inspiring people from all over the world to enjoy a sense of occasion.
And what good is a sense of occasion if not to be enjoyed?
I can already hear the riot of colours and the textures coming through the gates. I think that's our cue, Louise.
It is indeed. Get ready to experience heart-pounding excitement in a place where tradition meets individuality, and only here on the Wrap Show will no hat be left unturned. Do you see what I did there?
Yes, I like that,
Thank
quite
you.
literally.
Thanks.
Welcome to Royal Ascot Wrap Show, day one. This is an opportunity to have a slightly different Ascot experience.
Steeped in history.
The artistry that's involved, so every day is unique.
Oh my goodness.
I couldn't believe it was actually real.
Of course I had to do a royal purple.
Top class stuff, it doesn't get any better.
The sun is shining.
Today's the day for it.
We've got some very good horses lining up.
Of course, it is all about the fashion. Sorry, it is all about the racing.
He's absolutely relentless. They race up towards the line and he's going to fend them all off.
And what a lucky boy I am with my 2 female co-hosts here, looking absolutely resplendent. We want to chat to you about the fashion, starting with Nana, this riot of colour. How are you?
I'm good. How are you, Scott?
Oh, tickety-boo, darling. All the better for being with you. Talk to us about what you're wearing.
So my hat is Rachel Trevor Morgan, and I absolutely just love the gold and the pieces sticking out.
It's amazing.
It's amazing. Dress is Karen Millen.
Great
Obviously, great pop of colour. Love the little flowers, 3D flowers here, very big for this season.
Amazing.
And then the shoes are June, London, and the bag is Aspinall for another pop of colour.
Oh my gosh.
Hold on. The nails.
Ah.
Oh, yeah.
Close up.
Woohoo!
You know,
You didn't look at every single one is different.
It's different. I didn't do these. I have a very talented nail artist. So
Yeah, look at that. I love the gold and the pink.
Thank you.
Amazing.
Thank you.
Okay, Louise, how are you?
I'm really wet, tickety-boo.
Tickety-boo.
I'm so excited to be doing this with you. I thought I'd go for a suit. So,
Very chic.
So, you know, all week I've got some dresses, but I thought let's kick off with a suit, and this is LK Bennett. I love that it's double-breasted.
Yes.
Nice little sheen to it, and it's more of a dusky pink than too bright.
Gorgeous.
And just a simple cami underneath, and then I have a relatively low heel, which is so unlike me, but we're on the grass.
We are walking around a lot.
And we're doing sort of, 12 hours a day, 5 days in a row. So these are from
Absolutely.
Suzanne, and
Really
I'm just
nice.
keeping it as low as I would ever go.
How
and
elegant.
My hat is also LK Bennett as well.
A little turn. Gorgeous. Gorgeous.
I've got some
gorgeous.
fab hats lined up for this week.
Very excited to see them all. So I mean, I'm really, really fond of the lovely Oliver Brown, and just for their sort of pops of colour and the slightly more lighter weight for us guys, because actually it does get awfully hot here. So yeah, all Oliver Brown, a little pop of colour on the sock again, Oliver Brown. I've got lots of socks. Like, you've got the hats, I've got the socks, and of course the very kind people at Longines gave me this lovely watch. So yeah, really, really excited for the fashion this week.
Rock and roll.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
sorry.
Maria
Yeah, got a fair bit of jewellery on here.
Hat and earrings, I love it.
Well, keeping it all contemporary.
Brilliant. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys. See you soon.
I'm Nana and I'm here today at Royal Ascot in the Queen Anne Enclosure to get hold of some people and talk all things fashion, what we really want to know about, what are you wearing and why are you here. And I have stopped you because I'm absolutely obsessed with this dress. I want to talk through your outfit.
Okay.
So let's start at the top. Where is your wonderful hat from?
It's from a London millinery, Sahar Millinery.
Oh,
She made it. I
amazing.
popped into her
Boutique.
and
Yeah.
she was really helpful.
Oh, fantastic. And your gorgeous floral dress?
It's a philosophy.
Oh, fantastic. And then I spot the Fendi bag.
Yes, it is. And I bought my shoes in a cancer research shop.
Oh, amazing.
So some vintage as well.
Exactly, something sustainable. So that is
Exactly.
really, really great. And I love this gorgeous ring as well.
Oh, this is a lucent ring from Swarovski,
Oh, amazing. And where are you from?
Budapest. We are
And-
from Hungary.
Oh, fantastic. And have you come just for today? Or?
Yes, but it's really amazing.
Yeah.
It's really unbelievable how it looks. The people are look fantastic, and the whole atmosphere is such a delight.
Yeah. Is it your first time at Royal Ascot?
Yes, the very first time.
Oh, but you're a big
it's
fan.
kind of it's kind of dream come true.
Oh, fantastic. Well, I hope you have a
Thank
wonderful
you so
day.
much.
Thank
you.
It's lovely
Take care.
to meet you.
Making a huge impact here on day one of Royal Ascot, my dear friend Daniel Lismore. How are you?
I'm wonderful. I'm so happy to be here. It's been a long time.
Yes.
I look very different last time I was here.
Yeah, I mean, just as you walked in, just the reaction of having you arrive in the Royal Enclosure, it feels like history in the making. So talk to us about the whole look that we have here today.
Well, I'm wearing a Victoria Grant hat, a Cashik Valendra shoulder piece with a McQueen ripped up dress. With a lot of jewels, I think.
Well, Daniel was one of our guests for the podcast, and it's just so fascinating to talk about sustainability in the way of repurposing everything, and no one could be a better advocate for that than yourself.
I mean, I love reusing things. As this was a dress, a beautiful dress, and I kind of ripped it up, and it seemed perfect for this event. So.
I think very much as well that we are sending a really clear message to everybody that Royal Ascot is inclusive, and this is for absolutely everybody. So talk to us a little bit about how it feels to be 2023 and be in the Royal Enclosure in all of this amazing attire.
Well, I remember the last time I was here, and my friend was wearing a big peacock hat, and the Queen walked by, and it's usually people notice what I wear, but when I was here last time, she looked straight past me and looked at my friend's hat. So,
well, this year I think
different.
everyone's going to be looking at you. Danny, have the most wonderful day, and thank you for joining us here for Royal Ascot.
Thank you.
Well, we're here in the summer house, and I've just spotted one of my dearest friends, the wonderful Leah Wood. Hi, darling.
How are you? Mwah. Mwah.
How are you?
I'm very, very well.
I mean,
thank
you were striking a little bit of a My Fair Lady moment there in your black and white.
How do you do?
You look resplendent. So talk me through this incredible look.
Okay, so I'm wearing Alexander Miro all-in-one dress and top.
Gorgeous.
And I've
Black
got
and white,
some
we love
black and
that.
white dots. And a little bit of bling on the ear.
Classy act, classy act.
She's a member of the British Hat Guild. I'm joined now by Lisa Tan. You look stunning. Before we talk about life as a milliner, can we talk about your look?
Thank you. It's colourful. I wanted to bring the colour today. It was a bit grim this morning, so I thought, no, let's go for the most colourful look. It's by an Australian designer called Leo Lin. And the hat, I already had it, was part of my Spring-Summer 23 collection, so I wanted to find something that tied it all in together, and blue shoes, bringing in the primary colours feel, and it's a celebration today as well, so I wanted to have an outfit that conveyed that.
And fuchsia lipstick. I love it. All in one.
Absolutely.
How long does it take to make a hat from start to finish for something like this?
It's a very loaded question. Each hat is completely different. There are some hats that could take 3 hours. There are some hats that could take 50 hours. So this one's probably more in the single digits. There's quite a few hats that I made this season that were in double digits.
Do you get a lot of last minute requests? Please make it in time.
Yeah, a couple, and most of them I said no to. Although I must say, May was a quiet month, and then everyone came in June. So because Ascot was a week later this year, everyone sort of had figured out their looks by the beginning of June, and then it was just, it was game on.
How many did you make for Ascot today? Or this week, rather, do you think?
I honestly don't know. Double digits for sure, obviously. But I mean, I'm just trying to think of how many I've made in the last couple of weeks, and I was averaging about a hat and a half a day. So just trying to figure
Wow.
it out. Yeah.
So like all-nighters doing this?
Yeah, Friday night I didn't go to bed.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's like couture week.
Yeah, it is literally. It's like millinery couture week. Yeah.
Have you seen anything that has really caught your eye here?
The fabulous Daniel who was sitting down there. I don't know if you've spoken to him.
Oh,
yet.
yeah.
I mean, that's a look. That is incredible. We were having a great chat about when he goes to the Kentucky Derby. And I can only imagine what he wears when he goes there, but you know, that was a really fabulous look. And colour, there is colour everywhere today, which I think is really great.
Last question, what is it about putting on a hat that makes you stand up taller, the men too, and just gives you confidence?
That's a really good observation that not many people think about.
Thank you.
That's a great question. I think when you do put on a hat, like you said, you've got something on your head, and you know, it's that when you do etiquette classes when you're little and you put the book on your head and you walk, and you know if something's on your head, you can't bend forward and you can't bend back. You've got to be tall. So I think that kind of, it gives you a lift. And hats do. When you put them on the right way, you have the tilt like you've got today. It angles parts of your face that don't normally look like that, and it creates sculpture. And I think it is an art form.
Yeah.
And when you wear it properly with the right clothing and you have a look, it really is something wonderful.
Something you are doing so beautifully. Lisa, thanks so much for joining us.
What are you doing today at Ascot?
So we're here from work.
Yeah.
We work for Cutie Knowledge Partners, so it's our social day.
Okay.
So the whole team is here together at Ascot and enjoying the day.
Is it your first time at Ascot?
It's my first time at Ascot.
Oh, wow.
It's just been a few months since I moved to the UK. So
oh, really?
it's, yes.
Where are you from?
Sri Lanka.
Oh,
yeah.
well, welcome. Can we talk about what you're wearing?
Yes.
First off, your hat.
Yes.
Where's it from?
It's a fascinator. I got it from either Accessorize or it's not a fancy brand, but I loved it. I love the color. I'm going white.
No, that's it. It's really accessible. It's a high street brand, so it's not too expensive.
Yes.
And then why I stopped you, this suit. I think it's a really classic white for summer, and I love that it's a three-piece. You've got the blazer, the waistcoat, and the trousers.
Thank you.
Where is this from?
So it's a Zara suit.
Yep.
And I love suits. I know everyone went dresses, but I wanted suit and I wanted white.
Yeah.
And I wanted something to go with my shoes.
Yeah. So the shoes you already owned.
I owned. It's a Ted Baker pair.
Okay.
Yeah. So I wanted that to go, and also I already had my Swarovski jewelry.
Yeah.
So I wanted it to be paired.
I know this jewelry, this necklace is beautiful, and the matching bracelet
Thank
that
you.
you've got there as well.
Thank
and where's
you.
your bag from?
Oh, bag is an old piece I've had, so I can't remember from where, but it's something that went with the whole outfit.
With the whole outfit.
Yeah.
Well, I love that you've mixed together some new pieces with some pieces that you already had in your wardrobe. It's a really good way to shop.
My next guest actually needs her own wonderful entrance, the Eunice Olumide, author, poet and model, MBE, all of the accolades. You look totally resplendent and amazing.
Much. It's so
How
kind
are
of you. I'm having a fantastic time. Absolutely incredible environment, all the things that you want, and on top of that, we're here in the UK. It is a beautiful day, and it's just so nice to see everyone with their top hats and their tails and all the ladies in their dresses.
I mean, we do it rather well here, don't we? Especially here in the summer house. This is such a lovely little moment here. And talk to us about who you're wearing today,
So
Eunice.
I'm quite a fan of British designers. I'm wearing a hat by the House of Flora, which I do love. My glasses are by Linda Farrow, which are quite fabulous.
Amazing.
But the dress is actually by Zimmerman, who I do love. And my bag is vintage, which I got in Dalston. I'm quite a fan of reusing, rewearing and recycling.
You are
And I think
indeed.
it's important actually for people to understand that you don't need to spend a fortune.
Exactly.
You can rent. There's so many incredible new platforms now.
Yeah, rental's really big, isn't it?
Yeah,
That's
and-
so exciting. There's some wonderful ladies coming here to join us as well. How are you?
Good, thank you. How are you?
You look wonderful.
Thank you
Scott,
so much.
this is my friend Natalie.
Hello.
She's a very talented opera singer, and today the most beautiful muse. Can you tell us
Yes, so today I'm wearing bespoke Catherine Walker dress and hat, and I'm wearing all Boodles jewellery as well. They've kindly dressed me, and I'm wearing LK Bennett shoes because they're incredible comfortable.
LK Bennett.
And then I bought from Amazon some clip-on jewellery for my shoes.
Oh!
I didn't know that was a thing, but it is.
Oh my gosh, every time people ask you to sing, every time you're at a party.
Yes, they do. They do.
Are we at a party? Can we ask you to sing later?
No, you can't.
Thank you so much. You guys look absolutely smashing.
Thank you.
I think we're finishing on a really brilliant fashion note with a tip for the shoes.
Thank you.
Getting a fantastic sneak peek at the Howden Queen Elizabeth II photography exhibition, and I'm joined by my friend and very talented Getty Images royal photographer Chris Jackson. How you doing, Chris?
Hey Louise, how you doing? Good to see you.
I'm stealing you because you're busy. You're actually working here shooting.
I know, yeah. Well, Ascot is one of the biggest kind of royal events of the year, so it's always when I'm photographing. But it's fantastic to be here for this incredible exhibition.
Amazing energy. Can you talk us through? Because did you curate this?
Yes, I put it together, and it was a huge, massive treat to try and go through the archive. Quite challenging. There's so many incredible pictures of the Queen over the years at Royal Ascot. Of course, you know, we think Royal Ascot, we think of Queen Elizabeth. It was something that was so important to her. She was so passionate about horse racing. She got her first horse at the age of 4, Peggy, and riding into her 90s. So it's clearly something that meant so much to her. And you just saw her light up, you know, as you can see in this picture behind me, looking at her race card. And that's something I'll always remember, you know, her demeanour of happiness around horses at Ascot.
So a lot of these photos are yours, taken by you. There's an older one over there that is just beautiful. I don't know if it's because some of these pictures have not been seen by the public apparently.
No, it was so nice to delve into the actual archive, and some of them were re-scanned from the original kind of slides and digitised, and so it was so special to find some of those unseen moments in the Getty Images archive. And looking back at some of these images, you just saw, you know, a young Queen Elizabeth, of course, enjoying herself on the balcony, and it was just fascinating to see some of the fashions and the styles.
Yes, I'm all for that. You also just see the emotion coming out of her when there are horses around. Show us, before we finish, your favourite pictures. And you guys can see this exhibition online as well, so it's not just at Royal Ascot. Is it this one of your favourites?
This was an incredible moment when the Queen rode down the track in 1960, and I think, you know, as I mentioned earlier, she rode well into her 90s, and it was so incredible to see her in action, just at one with the horse. An amazing moment there.
Brilliant.
This shot I will never forget. This is the day the Queen won the Gold Cup at Royal Ascot with her horse Estimate in 2013. The crowd were behind her, and you can just see the look on her face, you know, and you can see how much that meant to her, the first monarch in over 200 years to win that award, and something she always aspired to see, to be there for that moment was something I will never forget.
You are the best. Thank you so much. We'll let you get back to snapping. Thanks, Chris.
See you later.
Hi Merlin, how are you?
I'm very good, Nana, how are you?
Good, very excited for day one. We are here at the Haring Gate Spring Water Bar, and you are going to make me a cocktail, aren't you?
I am, yes. So we've got a Royal Raspberry Spritz on the go here, because this is mindful drinking.
Yes, so this is low and no alcoholic beverages.
Well, that's right, yeah, because I think it's quite obvious these days. I find a lot of people like to switch between maybe you know, a glass of champagne because it's Ascot, and then go for something a little lighter in between.
Yeah, exactly, definitely. And it's a long day as well, so this is a really good option. Can you talk me through the ingredients?
I can. So I've already started throwing stuff in there, as you can see.
Yeah.
A little bit of ginger syrup.
Lovely.
Using some lovely raspberry puree that we've got ready here.
Yeah.
Fresh lime juice, but not too much. Yeah. And then, of course, our Haring Gate spring water over the top.
Delicious.
That's it. Sparkling, of course, as well.
Yes.
Darling.
I'm a big fan of sparkling water.
Good.
Everyone should invest in a soda stream.
And as you can see, it's in our lovely red, which I believe is one of the colours for this year as well.
Yes, it is, definitely.
And there we go. And it is as simple as that, Nana.
Oh,
easy, light, refreshing.
That's what I was going to say, really refreshing. We're about to have very hot weather this week. Oh, thank you so much.
Ginger, lime and raspberry, what's not to like?
Oh my gosh, that's delicious.
So day one, Royal Ascot here at the Parade Ring restaurant with the lovely Simon Rogan. How are you, Simon?
I'm absolutely brilliant. Can't wait to get started this week. It's going to be amazing.
Day one. So exciting.
Day one in a new restaurant for us, the Parade Ring.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
So you've been at Ascot for 5 years, but
Yeah.
this is your first go
In the
Parade
Parade
Ring,
Ring. And,
which is incredibly prestigious.
What a restaurant it is, yeah. Amazing restaurant, amazing staff working with this year. Yeah, can't wait to get going. It's going to be amazing.
What have we got?
This is one of our desserts, so
looks
bit
delicious.
like a trifle. Everyone loves a trifle, don't they?
do! British.
Love a trifle, but yeah, not quite a trifle. A bit more refined than a trifle, heaven forbid. So we've got lovely buttermilk custard, like very rich, decadent, little bit of acidity to it, and strawberries. I mean, come on, strawberries.
Well, Ascot
Like
wouldn't be Ascot without a strawberry.
Yeah, and the strawberries we've grown on our farm up in the north as well.
Really?
I'm getting stuck in
That's where you got
here.
your tan.
A little bit, yeah. I do a lot of work on my farm. Well, yeah, a little bit anyway.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
That is sensational.
Good.
Talk to us a little bit about how you source all of your products. It's very much sort of farm to fork.
Yeah, we've
sustainable
grown
farming.
a lot of the ingredients for this restaurant this week. We've grown ourselves. So I'd say the strawberries, a type of strawberries called Malvina. I'm very proud of them. We think they're the best strawberries you can ever eat.
What's that herb?
It's a herb called anise hyssop. So it's got...
I can get it. It's like aniseed to it.
Yeah, it's got traces
And
of mint as well. So it's very nice, very fresh, very fragrant. Goes with the strawberries magnificently.
What's your favourite thing on the menu to order today?
Oh, favourite thing on the menu. Funny enough, we've got a dish as a starter. It's a scallop dish, and it was the very first dish I served to a customer at Longclume 20 years ago.
Oh my
So we
gosh.
brought it back just for the Parade Ring restaurant.
How nostalgic.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Simon, best of luck. There you
Cool,
go, guys.
thank you very much.
Delicious.
Hi Georgie, how are you?
Hi, Daddy. Well, you look like a vision in neon.
Oh, thank you so
Beautiful.
Thank you so much. I'm absolutely obsessed with your hat. Who is it by?
Thank you. It's Edwina Ibbotson. I think she's incredibly talented.
Yeah, it looks stunning. Now, we are here at the Haring Gate Mindful Drinking Bar.
Yes.
And it's just a great haven,
Yeah.
isn't it, for
Totally.
Royal Ascot?
Yeah, I'm thrilled that it's here. I mean, they've done a partnership last year as well, but I
Yeah.
think the presence is bigger this year, which I am thrilled about because I'm a real advocate for mindful drinking. I think, you know, all of these wonderful summer events that we all attend, they're glorious, but can get a little bit much.
Yes.
So knowing that there's a mindful drinking hub right here, just behind the Queen Anne.
Yes.
It's really special, so you can come, you can have a bottle of water, you can have a spritz like I'm having, non-alcoholic, low alcoholic, they've got everything here.
This one is the Royal Spritz and it's absolutely delicious, wouldn't you say so?
Yeah, chin chin, darling, yeah, I can
know.
say so.
Oh, well, you are here all week and I hope that you win lots of money on the horses.
Yes.
Cheers to
Darling,
that.
so nice to see you, good
You
luck.
too. Thank you.
So for a bit of the inside scoop, we've been joined by Bet with Ascot's ambassador, Colin Brown. How are you?
I'm very well, really enjoying the day at Ascot today. I mean, this is the place to be, I love it.
It's amazing. And also today is actually quite serious from a racing perspective, from a flat race perspective. It's really, really quite a global event today.
Oh, it's amazing because this is the 5th year now that at Royal Ascot they've been betting into the world pool. So 28 countries around the world are all betting into one pool. So, you know, the liquidity is enormous and it's like the sort of UK Euro Millions, that's what I call it.
Colin, you used to be a jockey yourself.
I did actually many years ago. As you see, I'm absolutely far too tall to be a flat jockey. I wish. But no, I was a jump jockey and I rode a great horse called Desert Orchid many years ago and won 7 races on him around here at
Right
Ascot.
behind us.
Right behind us, over the jumps,
So
yeah.
this place means a lot to you then?
Oh, it certainly does. And they've got sort of like all those beautiful gazebos and parties on the jumping track here. But, you know, give it 4 months and horses will be galloping around there over the jumps. Is like bizarre, really.
How wonderful. So, I mean, looking at today, I know we've only had a couple of races,
Yeah.
but just talk us through the sort of lineup for today's races.
Well, the first race today, Frankie Dettori is allegedly, and I say allegedly, going to retire at the end of the year. He's
like
a
Panto,
great
is
guy.
it,
Yeah,
sort
it
of,
is.
the last one?
I mean, you know, he looks 30, doesn't he? He's 51 or something.
he?
Anyhow, he rode Inspire on the first. And he's just got left. You know, if you get left over a mile, just a length or something, she had the ground to make up. She just got beaten, and sadly, I think she should have probably won. But the second race today, you know, Ryan Moore comes from a family steeped in history of racing, or steeped should I say, and he won the second race on a horse called River Tiber for Aidan O'Brien, and he'd won the race 9 times before, and now it's the 10th time. Came for stall 6 to win over on the far side. Amazing.
Oh, we need your knowledge. We need your knowledge.
do. And actually, Colin, so as someone who decides on a bet on how cute the jockey's outfit is, could you give me a sort of layman's terms, like if you're going to do one thing, how do you choose who to bet on? Go.
Ooh, go to the parade ring, have a look at them. Everybody has an opinion. I do the form, I really concentrate on the form hard. I look at it all night long, get up early in the morning, study it. I study it.
We all need this. We all need this.
Colin. But when you go to the parade ring, everybody has an opinion. You see a horse that just is walking around, looking proud as punch, nice kind eye, prick deer, shiny coat, looking fit. Have a few pounds on
Sounds
it.
like Louise. Sounds like Louise.
Woo! On that note, thank you very much, Colin.
Thank you.
So you find us here at the Moet Chandon Bar for our wonderful daily moment, which is called our Moet Moment.
I feel like you really fit here.
What, opening a bottle of champagne?
Yeah, this works. What's been your favourite moment today?
Oh my gosh, there have been so many on day one, but I think possibly for me, one of the most special things is the... Oh, woo! Is the kind of meeting up with friends, and I had a lovely chat with my dear friend Leah Wood, and obviously her looking incredible, doing a slight kind of My Fair Lady, and with this Cosmo Jenks hat on. So yeah, seeing friends at Ascot, special memories. How about you?
Fabulous Colin to tell us about how to bet, but also the fact that he was a jockey in such an incredible place, steeped in history.
Yeah.
Don't forget to tag us and tell us about your favourite Moet moment. And on that note,
yes, well,
cheers.
Cheers. And when we come back, we're going to hear from Nick Luck, our racing expert.
Scott, Louise, thank you. I'm Nick Luck, racing broadcaster and broadcasting internationally this week. The world's eyes on one of the world's favourite riders through the last 35 years, who has his farewell season this season, Frankie Dettori, fitting to add to his enormous tally of 77 Royal Ascot winners. So what have you got here? You've got horses who are probably bubbling just under the top level. You've got to have a little bit of speed, but some stamina as well. Most importantly here at Ascot, you have to have class. You always have to have class to win. Cantering past us here. They'll start on the side of the course there, go down into Swinley Bottom, where the ground is likely to be at its softest, and then up the side of the course, and important to have a good position when you turn for home. Because they've got 1.25 miles to run, the flag's up, the stalls are open. Now, what's Frankie going to do on Saga? Is he going to go forward? I'm just looking at how fast they're going, and they've gone a decent pace through the first couple of furlongs here. I think Frankie's got a good position now on the King and Queen's run of Saga. He's managed to settle in about 5th or 6th, just on the inside, so he'll need to ride for luck, but we knew he was that type of horse. So he'll hope now that the pace is just strong enough to thin the others out and just to tow him into the race. Frankie's now making his move. Go on, Frankie, get him out. He's just under a little pressure now. He's not got the clearest of runs. Royal Champions gone for home. It looks like another one for Roger Varian. Royal Champions won. Look at that, Saga. You know, he's finished 5th. He's just not the most generous of horses, Saga. And Frankie's own saga at Royal Ascot continues. But it is a Royal Champion, just not the Royal Champion that a lot of people wanted.
Louise, what a splendid day. Can you believe we've still got 4 more days?
I know, I can't wait. I've had the most wonderful time. I hope that you all watching at home around the world have felt like we've taken you with us every step of the way.
But before we bid you adieu, we'd like to introduce our daily Wrap Show segment where you get to call the shots. You say where you'd like to have us explore, and the following day, wherever we end up, Louise and I will be going head to head in a challenge.
Yeah, I'm not competitive, are you?
Oh, very.
Oh God, I mean I am, that was Fantastic. First up, the Fortnum & Mason Pack a Picnic Challenge, okay? Where we'll take you to the world's most revered car park, that is Car Park 1, or a test of our craft and design skills at the iconic and indulgent Magnum Dipping Bar.
Oh, say that carefully. Don't you just love that about Royal Ascot? You could be having a picnic in Car Park 1 the 1 minute, and then the next minute you can be dipping ice cream in the bar the next. We really do have quite the lineup of sumptuous activities for absolutely everyone here at the racecourse.
Is there a world where you can picnic and dip at the same time? Dip
No, I hope
ice cream
so.
picnic? I'm gonna try and do
Well, I
that.
want it all.
tomorrow. Yeah. Let us know in your decision in the comments below, guys. Picnic or dipping? Find out where we ended up at the same time tomorrow on the Royal Ascot Wrap Show.
Tune in then for all the new stories, the new champions, and of course the new fashion triumphs. Goodbye. Cheers, my darling. Here's to day one, and we'll see you tomorrow.